Hi everyone. This is my first time doing this live streaming. I do it because I know that everybody is working at home, and there might be a lot of questions for new agent that you want to ask. In the last 2 weeks, there are many rules change in terms of mortgage. Like, there's some people who ask me, about, I heard the news that they can defer payment for 6 months. Some people might want to know something about the Bank of Canada, the rate cut for the prime rate, something like that. And so if you have any question, you can type it to me. I think it's my first time doing live, so I'm not 100% sure. I think, as far as I understand, you can type out a question, and then I will see it on my side, and then I can answer it to you. So if you guys see something that you can type it out. I think I have done Facebook Live, and there's a column for you to type also. So let's see how it goes. And thank the couple of people that is right now looking at, watching the stream. Again, first time, maybe I can see if I can type something and you can see it. I just type hi. Do you guys see it? Do you guys hear me? Okay. Good. You can see it. Okay. Can you hear me also? Okay, good. So yeah, Ali, do you have any question? You can type anyone. You can type me the question if you have any. So that I hope at this time we're all stuck at home. There's nothing out that is open. You can actually learn something. And this is the first time I'm doing this, but I hope this will not be the last time. And if there's any technical difficulty or anything that I'm not doing well, also comment me afterward. By the way, a lot of people also okay, no problem. You can ask me anything, Ali, okay? And also a lot of people who comment on my YouTube channel said that, I actually have a question, but I want to ask you privately. I actually should notify you guys that, but the easiest way to find me is LinkedIn message. If you want to private message me. Facebook is also a good way to contact me if you have one Facebook Messenger. That way I can answer some question that is a little bit more private and you don't want everybody to read your comment. Okay? So why don't I okay, Ali, you have a question. You say, what you think of pushing toward variable rate versus fixed rate, especially at this period? Fixed rate are going up compared to variable. Okay, this is a very good question. There are a lot of questions regarding choosing fixed and variable right now. I think, to be honest, right now, I actually would choose a fixed rate, but you should choose fast. Fixed rate is going up, but so is variable. Now, a lot of people have, when I tell the client variable rate is going up, they will say, no, rate is going down. So there is a huge misconception right now on the interest rate, the direction that it is going, and I'm actually thinking of doing a YouTube video on that. Now, let me tell you what is going down and what is going up. the prime rate is going down. Okay, so the prime rate recently has just dropped 50%, 50 basis point twice. So that's 1%. So from 3.95 to 2.95. Okay. So, when I say, well, then it's dropping, it's not going up. Okay. So that's the tricks. Okay. If you already have a variable rate mortgage that has been closing like last month or so, or before that, congratulations. Yes, the interest rate is going down for you because say that you have a prime minus 0.5% variable rate, then from 3.95 prime to 2.95, then that means prime minus half, you're at 2.45. So congratulations, your mortgage just have dropped from 3.45 to 2.45. Okay, but if you are going to apply for a variable rate mortgage, say tomorrow, you will find that the discount that they are given, say just a month ago, okay, say prime minus half, probably more, you can get more. I know Royal Bank can get you prime minus 6. Give me 1 second. I have a question here. So if you go apply for a mortgage last month, you can probably get prime minus half. But if you go to apply for a variable mortgage tomorrow, you will see that they're only giving you a prime rate, no more discount. So that's what I mean when I say the interest rate is going up. All the banks are cutting all the discount on the variable rate, and for fixed rate, they're actually increasing. And for a new agent, you should know the reason, because I bet you 80% of your client has no idea why. Most of the people and most of the time, in fact, when the variable rate go down, the fixed rate will go down. When the prime go down, the fixed rate will go down. So this time it's the other way around. Why is it? I want you to know so that you can tell your client and you become an expert. As I always tell you on my YouTube channel, you need to become an expert so that people can trust you to do their biggest investment in their life. And by becoming an expert, it doesn't mean that you need to know everything. You just need to know a little bit more than they do. Okay, so if you know this, they do not know, you automatically become an expert. So the reason is because banks are foreseeing that there might be a lot of default, foreclosure, late payment, everything. So that costs a lot of money. The bank would foresee that in the near future, or maybe not near future. I don't know how long the virus lasts, but in the future, they will lose a lot of money. So they need to bump up the rate so that they can have the profit margin and the cash in their bank account that they can save up, so that when people start defaulting on their mortgage, they start losing money, they have the cash available. Otherwise, they will go bankruptcy. That's the whole reason why when the prime rate go down, this time they're going up. Okay, so and that's the whole reason why I think right now you should get a fixed rate mortgage, because if the Bank of Canada is going to drop another 0.5%, say next week, I have to let you know that the bank is actually not obligated to drop 0.5%. Okay, they usually do, but they are not obligated to drop. In fact, back in 2008, the subprime mortgage crisis in US, when the prime rate dropped here, the Bank of Canada dropped their rate. The bank actually didn't drop the prime rate the same proportion. The Bank of Canada dropped 0.5%, but the bank only dropped like 0.2 or something like that on the prime rate, their prime rate offered to the client. So I foresee that since the bank is now doing something that is not cohesive with the Bank of Canada, then I think next time when Bank of Canada drop their prime rate, very well, the charter bank, the big five banks and all the other banks, they may not even drop their prime rate. And if they do not drop their prime rate, you are stuck, your variable rate mortgage is stuck, right? But if they go up, I'm pretty sure the charter bank will go up too, right? So I don't think variable rate is a good choice right now because the control is with the big five banks. And right now they are very scared of losing a lot of money in the future. So go with fixed rate. That's my rationale. Any other question you guys have, just type it out. Okay. And I think, by having this test live stream, I think it will be good because I know everybody is very anxious. There's a lot of question going on right now. No problem, Ali. Thank you. Thank you for the question. I also lately have a lot of question about deferring the 6-month payment. So, I can take this time to give you a little bit of insight on that, because a lot of people misunderstand that they can skip 6-month payment and they can then go and pay their payment 6 months later, and that's it. No, nothing going on. But that is totally incorrect. In fact, let me give an example. Is that say that your monthly payment of your mortgage is $3,000, and usually say that half of them is principal and half of them is interest. So the interest portion would be 1,500. Okay. So if you skip the first month payment, say that your principal, the mortgage outstanding principal is 100,000. If you skip 1 month payment, in fact, the principal outstanding of your mortgage would become 100 and 1,500. They will add the interest portion to your principal. So the next month, instead of $100,000 mortgage, they will use 100 and 1,500 to calculate interest. Then the next month, the second month, skip that payment, your interest portion might be 1,550. So it will add to the principal of that mortgage again. So it becomes 104,150, something like that. Okay, I can't do the math on my head. Anyway, so it's interest on interest. Okay, so you actually pay extra money if you defer the payment. Okay, so that is a huge effect for you. Though, I mean, if you say that you work in the restaurant industry right now and you're not working and you're watching my live stream, then I think it's a good option. At least they're offering you to defer that, and hopefully the virus will be gone by then, and hopefully you're back to work at that time. You're basically just paying some extra fee, extra interest, but at least you are not ruining your credit history, and then at least they're not foreclosing your house, right? So yes, you pay extra, but at least I think it's a good option. Now also, not everyone is eligible for it. Don't just go and say, oh, I'm okay, the government say I can skip 6 months, let's not pay anything, right? That's not how it works. You have to first contact the lender, so the bank and all that, but also they may say no. Okay, it's not automatic. You have to apply for it. They may ask you some question, something like that. Okay, they may ask you, oh, what's your profession? You know, if you're in restaurant business, maybe, right? But if you're not, maybe not. So don't skip the payment just, oh, the government say I don't have to pay, then I don't pay. And then when you receive the letter from the bank and saying to foreclose your house, don't cry. You have to contact your lender and you have to apply for it. And I will have a list of phone number for you guys. Although those phone number also updated very quickly. They, sometimes they use the general phone line, and then when 2,000 people call that phone line, they set up a dedicated phone line with dedicated staff to just answer those questions. So I have seen banks change the phone number from general line to a dedicated phone line in the last few days, okay, last few hours actually. So those lists may not be updated, but at least I think if you call one of the phone number, they will direct you to the correct number. Okay, so let me know if you have any question you want to ask. Anything not related to the virus, anything. I know there is one of my subscribers asked, oh, as a new agent, I have commission base and I have a salary base, but my broker want me to go on training for 2 months with no pay. Is it normal, right? Something like that. And I would say those are the questions that you should private message me, as it is very difficult to say as a general. But personally, I wouldn't like to do that for 2 months, no pay. For me, everything is paid. Although this channel is free for you guys, but as an agent, everything is about money. You don't go on business and you don't do this. You don't do this job for no pay, right? Training, yeah, I get paid, but I pay you for training. I don't mind. At least I know, right? But if it is free working for 2 months, no pay, I don't know. If that's the case, should you get a client or should you not get a client? Because you get no pay anyway, right? So that's that. Anyway, you can also comment on anything, my background, is it okay? Is it too bright? Or how do you like my video? Anything you can ask me, okay? And I think I will, if no more question, I will stop in 5 minutes. I will stop at 5:30. And so, but, if you have a question that you want to ask, now is the chance. Okay. Or what topic you want me to, shoot a video next time? I'm always struggling to find a topic. Am I a full-time agent or am I doing it on the side? I have been actually a full-time agent for, many years. I actually, let's put it that way. I worked for the banks as a mortgage specialist for almost 20 years. Then now I start the mortgage brokerage, and I've been doing that for about a year and a half. So that's that. A lot of people, when they start, they do it on the side, is because mortgage agent, their cycle, their pay cycle is a little bit long. What I mean by that is, say that the first day you go in as a mortgage agent, the first day you get a client. Oh, congratulations! How lucky you are! You get a client the first day. So they just bought a house, but the closing is 3 months from now, which is pretty normal in Canada, right? 2 or 3 months later, the closing. So you have to work, you have to get it approved, you have to get everything done, but you don't pay. You don't get paid after 2 or 3 months. And you don't even get paid the day that they close, right? Usually you get paid the first year. Okay, I'll answer that question after, Ali, right? So again, you don't get paid the day that the deal fund, right? You usually have a lag of about 2 weeks until you get paid, and then you still have to submit all the compliance and everything, right? So even if you're very good at sales and you're very lucky, the first day you go in, you get a client, you don't get paid until like 3 or 4 months later. Which, if you don't have another full-time job or something like that, you may not have enough saving to survive that 3 or 4 months. And I'm already talking about the best case scenario, right? And rarely, to be honest, that the first day you become a mortgage agent, you will get a client, because you haven't learned a lot, right? You just got your license, you just passed the exam, but that doesn't mean you know a lot, right? So the first 6 months you may not even have a single dollar income, because that's how it is, right? And that's why a lot of people start off as a side business or side job, and to survive that 6 months, 9 months, or however long you need. And then once it is start rolling, the income coming in, then you quit that job and you become a full-time agent. Okay. Ali also asked, what is a realistic mortgage volume for a new time agent during the first year? First of all, if you're asking volume, I don't know. If you are from Vancouver or from Toronto, that would probably be a bigger volume, because the house price in Toronto and Vancouver is much higher than the rest of the country. If you are from, say, PEI or Manitoba or something like that, your volume would be lower. That's natural. It's just geographic, right? But in terms of number of deals, right? I would say if you get one deal a month, if you're not from this industry, the background, one deal a month is, I would say, minimum. Imagine that you have a whole month, 30 days to get one deal, right? It shouldn't be that difficult. I mean, you should spend at least maybe, I mean, to be honest, if you just spend 2 hours or 3 hours a day for 30 days, and if you cannot get one deal, then there's some problem. Either the training that you receive is not sufficient, or there's no help. I heard a lot of people saying that, oh, my brokerage offered me very little support in terms of training, or how to get sales, technical support. And that's the whole reason why I start this channel, is because I want to help new agents make more money faster. That's my my motto, right? But I think 12 once a month is almost minimum. But the first year, I know you need a lot of time to start training. The first 1 month maybe just on training. The second month maybe start to get get going and something like that. But I would say 12 in the first year is minimum. Okay. All right. So that's actually pretty good feedback. First time doing live. I hope this would be some format that I will do once in a while in the next while, because YouTube video is good. You can watch it all the time, but sometimes the two-way communication is also very good too. In the future, I might try out some other format, like maybe Facebook Live, something like that. So stay tuned. And I'm actually finishing up a mortgage handbook for new agent. So stay tuned. When I launch that, I will definitely announce it on my YouTube. Subscribe to me, to my channel, and then hopefully that book will also help you. And then I have more stuff, planned going on this year, if I can still work. Right? Okay. So thank you very much. Thank you, Ali, for all the questions. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And you can still comment me, and you can contact me through all the different social media platforms. Okay. Thank you. Take care.